Hi, I'm Wayne Alaroot for Personal Liberty. Obama is going rogue. By every metric, the Obama economy is melting down. We're seeing the beginning stages of another recession at best, or a total economic meltdown at worst. At the moment, there are no decent paying jobs in America, and yet Obama's opened the border and given amnesty to at least 5 million illegal aliens already in the country. He says 5 million. Maybe it's 8 million. Maybe it's 10 million. And he's putting them all in competition with you, working class and middle class Americans. Think I'm wrong? Did you know the government is giving businesses a $3,000 incentive to hire illegals over native-born Americans? Did you know cities are hiring illegal aliens as policemen? Someone here illegally, in other words, they've broken the law, can wear a badge and enforce the law against you and me? Did you think the border crisis was over? Well, Obama's amnesty has encouraged a new wave of poverty-stricken illegals waiting at the border right now and walking into our country. And in a bankrupt nation with over $18 trillion in debt, Obama's used amnesty to give illegals access to food stamps, free health care, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, earned income tax credits, and by issuing driver's licenses and Social Security cards, they're able to vote immediately because states have admitted they don't have the technology to tell the difference between an illegal and an illegal citizen if they have a driver's license. The Obamacare fiasco gets worse by the day. The middle class is being bankrupted by skyrocketing increases in their health insurance premiums. Hospitals are being bankrupted by Obamacare, including by a flood of illegal aliens. And the economy is going to drown in the trillions of dollars in new debt of Obamacare. Obama's claim that ISIS is on the run is a fraud, ripped bare by America's embarrassing military withdrawal from Yemen. Obama's going nuclear in his hatred for Israel, and Bibi Netanyahu force-feeding the world a weak nuclear agreement with Iran that's so bad even France is fighting for stronger sanctions. And meanwhile, Obama threatens to be the first president in history to abandon Israel at the United Nations. But I haven't even gotten to the bad news yet. Is it possible the terrible news about the economy, the border, ISIS, and Israel is all just a distraction? Because the really important news is that Obama's created a modern-day version of the Gestapo. The Obama government is using an initiative called Operation Chokepoint to force legal businesses it doesn't like out of business by threatening and intimidating banks and credit card processors. Can you believe this is America? At the same time, the Obama government is urging banks to call the police to report citizens who withdraw $5,000 or more from their own bank accounts. Yes, I said banks are urged to call the police on you when you withdraw your own money from the bank. This comes at the same time that FEMA announced it will no longer provide FEMA disaster relief funds to governors who deny climate change. And let's not forget, Obama used an FCC party line vote to take over the Internet Institute, sweeping new changes to an Internet that was working perfectly as the form of communication for most Americans. Why did he do that? Well, his first goal is clearly massive new taxes on Internet usage, just another way to destroy the middle class and redistribute income. But the question is his real goal controlling communications on the Internet? Specifically, the anti-Obama criticism and anti-government message so prevalent on Internet sites like Personal Liberty. But let's circle back to the most Gestapo-like Obama initiative ever. It's called Operation Chokepoint. This is the one you have to know about. This is your government's attempt to put morality controls like Iran does on the American people by shutting down gun stores, precious metals companies, casinos, tobacco distributors, telemarketers, and short-term money lenders. How can the government close legal businesses? By threatening and intimidating banks and credit card processors to close accounts for businesses the government doesn't like. Just like an Iranian Ayatollah, if Obama doesn't like your business, he'll choke off your ability to stay in business. Hence the name, Operation Chokepoint. Never forget that Obama's been on a 6-year-long relentless crusade to raise our taxes and take away our tax deduction for charitable donations, choking off contributions to churches. Yes, Obama's trying to choke off the funding that keeps your church in business. Why is this happening? Well, first, because Obama despises capitalism. He needs to put prosperous businesses out of business. By murdering the middle class's ability to prosper, he creates his utopia, his shared misery, his equality. He creates a classless, socialist society like Cuba and Venezuela. Secondly, there's an obvious reason Obama hates these particular industries. The subtitle of my 2009 book, The Conscience of a Libertarian, says it all. The subtitle was Empowering the Citizen Revolution with God, Guns, Gold, Gambling, and Tax Cuts. Is it a coincidence that virtually every item I mentioned is under attack? The businesses on the list of Operation Chokepoint are all dominated by people that Obama would describe as capitalists, patriots, conservatives, Tea Partiers, Christians, and supporters of the Constitution. Not coincidentally, those are the exact same groups targeted by Obama in the IRS scandal. And then, of course, if Obama can't close your business or choke off your ability to prosper, he could force banks to call the police if you dare to withdraw money from your own account. Folks, this is eerily reminiscent of the Gestapo or the Soviet KGB or the East German Stasi. Is this the America you want? The NSA spying on your every move? The federal government in charge of your health and your free speech on the internet? The IRS auditing enemies and critics of the president? The federal government forcing legal businesses they deem unacceptable out of business? And banks spying on their own customers and being forced to call police when customers withdraw too much of their own money? Yes, under Barack Obama, the Gestapo is alive and well in the former land of the free. I'm Wayne Allerud for Personal Liberty. See you next week. God bless America.